Give yourself a chance to be human. And Superwoman is a myth. You are so much more than a job you do. I'm so much more than a cancer survivor. And those things don't define me. My hair doesn't define me. My breasts don't define me. I am defined by the purpose that I live and who I am and the people that love me.
I love it. I love it. Please complete this sentence. I am unstoppable because. Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome to another feature of Unstoppable. It is Women's Month. Happy Women's Month to all of you out there. We are celebrating the unstoppable forces that are women. Today, I am so excited about our conversation. I've known our guest for the longest of time. She has been a pioneer in female entrepreneurship, the CEO of YIEDI, leading entrepreneurship development programs across this country. She is an innovator, a force to be reckoned with. Her journey has inspired me on my journey as well. And I'm so excited to welcome to you today, Jayshree Naidoo. Hello, Jayshree.
It's so lovely to be on air with you. I'm so looking forward to our conversation today.
Oh my goodness, connecting with me from Durban. I wish you could be here with me in Johannesburg, but I know you've got the beautiful ocean there with you. How is Durban?
Oh, it's beautiful. The sun's out today. It feels like a summer's day. It's just awesome. And
Oh,
I can't wait to get outside and spend some time on a trip shade a little later.
Oh, that is so beautiful, Jayshree. Let's start our conversation, Jayshree. For those of you people out there who don't know who Jayshree is, I don't know where they're living. Can you share with us a little bit about who is Jayshree and what inspired you to do what it is that you do?
I'm the CEO of YIEDI, which is a Youth Innovation Entrepreneurship Design Institute. We deliver and develop programs that help grow entrepreneurs. I've worked in corporate South Africa for over 25 years. But more than that, I'm also a mom to two beautiful children. I'm a wife to an amazing man for over 32 years. And in a nutshell, that's what drives me, my passion for developing entrepreneurs and seeing them grow and flourish.
Oh, your passion for developing entrepreneurs, seeing them grow and flourish. I have been so honored, Jayshree, to be part of the entrepreneurship programs that you have initiated, particularly when you headed the Standard Bank incubator in your role in enterprise development. And it was just such an honor working with you. So I truly attribute my success as a female entrepreneur to you. Jayshree, let's talk a little bit about the transition from corporate, where you had an extensive period working for a number of organizations, Standard Bank, Development Bank, HAPSA at a time, to now being in business. How was that transition?
So, you might not know this, but it wasn't the first time I left corporate to become an entrepreneur. It was actually the third time. So, entrepreneurship is in your blood. It's a passion that you have and you've got to exploit. So, I left corporate 3 times actually to become an entrepreneur. The last time I left was the role that you were in. I decided that was it. I was not going back into corporate. And corporate has a way of luring you in and offering you all of these perks. There's something about entrepreneurship that just feeds your soul. And you will understand this because you left corporate to become an entrepreneur as well. So the transition has been amazing. I cannot see myself ever going back into a corporate role. I work with corporates every day, but I love the freedom of being an entrepreneur.
Oh, so the freedom of being an entrepreneur. Jayshree, in 2019, you delivered a TEDx talk talking about how people are more than the jobs they have. Can you share with me a little bit about that understanding for you? Why are we more than the jobs and the roles we have?
Because, we are so much more than any definition that's imposed on us, any title that's given to us. Like I said to you when you asked me a question, I'm a mom and I'm a wife. And yet, when you're in corporate, that's the role you have. And very often, individuals are not seen for more than what they actually deliver in the corporate. And, when we worked with businesses as well that were retrenched, as an example, we found that these individuals didn't just lose their jobs, they lost themselves to the jobs because somewhere along the way, they forgot who they were. And the corporates that they were employed in, unfortunately, almost strips you of your individual identity. It's one of the reasons I said when you're an entrepreneur, you have that freedom to design, to deliver the way you want to. And we are actually so much more than just an entrepreneur as well. I mean, at the moment, I'm also a cancer survivor. I'm using a voice while I'm an entrepreneur. So, in any role that you're in, you are more than just that role.
Oh, you're truly more than our role. Jayshree, particularly in the world we're living in today, so many people have lost their identity, especially women. They have forgotten who they are. I know you've mentioned your cancer diagnosis, and we will get to that conversation. But for those people out there, Jayshree, where life has just gotten so busy, you're juggling all these roles, the role of mother, the role of entrepreneur, maybe even professional, and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you have forgotten yourself. How do we get back? What are your tips on really getting back to finding ourselves?
When you know yourself, you live an authentic life. There is no fakeness about what you say and what you do. And the best entrepreneurs that we have come across have a purpose. They know their role in society. They know their role and the impact they're making on the individuals around them. So the best way to find yourself is to know your purpose. How is it that you want to make a difference in the world that you live in? And how are you going to use your voice, your skills, your networks to actually add value to those around you?
Oh,
So that's my view on it.
yeah. So the anchor is knowing your purpose. How are you going to be adding value in what it is that you do on a daily basis? Jayshree, 6 years ago, you received a cancer diagnosis. You were very vulnerable in sharing that. I still remember it. It was a challenging period. It was a challenging period. But through your tenacity, through that energy and that determination that you had, you overcame the cancer. And then just recently, 6 months ago, you shared that the cancer is back. Can you take us through that experience and really how did you feel having thought that you had overcome it and then it came back earlier this year?
It's been very emotional and overwhelming because I fall into the three C's that we've been through. Cancer, COVID, and then cancer again. And it's almost like a start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And it's happened, three times in the last 6 years, as you've just said. And it's been emotionally draining, physically draining, but it's also, giving me, as always, a view in life that every moment is just so precious. And my daughter's getting married this year. So for me, it was like with this diagnosis, I just chose to focus on her big day because I saw it in my mind a million times, but I wanted to be there to see it as, as a mom. And, I think that's how I've been able to deal with this. But having processes and people around us that can actually take the reins of the business during an illness is so important for business owners. I cannot stress that enough. And, I have written about this a little bit as well. We've got to build that support structure. And as you know, Kapila, I have an amazing support structure. I'm blessed with a man that, will take care of me with every breath that he has. I'm blessed with children that are there to support me, family and friends that love and support us, and business partners that can carry my business when I can't carry it. So that's how I've managed to deal with it.
Oh, so it's really about shifting your perspective. I love the perspective where you're like, you're going to focus on Ellie getting married, looking forward to that. That's really what you put your energy through, and then building the systems and process as well in order to just navigate this period of change. Jayshree, for many, being diagnosed with breast cancer can really leave them defeated. And for me, I see you as unstoppable because even in the midst of going through your chemotherapy treatments, you were still sharing the journey, you were still working. Where did you get this drive and unstoppable mantra to keep on going?
Again, I think, it's the drive to be there for my family, to know that there's so much more that I want to accomplish in life, not just for me, but, for all of the businesses we touch, for all of the grandchildren that I'm probably going to see one day. So that's what, keeps to go going. And very often as women, especially with breast cancer diagnosis or any cancer diagnosis, we mold ourselves in society's view of us. So losing your hair and losing your breasts and losing parts of you almost start losing your identity. And I refuse to become my illness. I'm so much more than my illness. Like you are so much more than the job you do. I'm so much more than a cancer survivor. And those things don't define me. My hair doesn't define me. My breasts don't define me. I am defined by the purpose that I love and who I am and the people that love me. So that's how I've been able to navigate this.
Wow, Jayshree. Oh my goodness. You are more than your hair. You are more than your breast. There's something truly much more greater than you can even envision. And that's how you've navigated this journey. Jayshree, our theme for this Women's Month's feature on Unstoppable, it is about that. It's about being unstoppable. What does it mean to you to be unstoppable?
I loved the word unstoppable, but sometimes to be unstoppable, you've got to be able to stop. You almost have to stop and realize the value of everything you have around you. Have a gratitude mindset. Take time to actually heal, because I was fortunate enough during my illnesses, including 6 weeks of being hospitalized with COVID in between these two cancer diagnoses, I had to stop so that I could be unstoppable. I had to give myself the time to heal. I had to allow people that love me in. And sometimes as women, we it's difficult for us to take help, to let people come and say, "Can I get you some flowers? Can I cook a meal for you?" And hubby's running around doing all of these things for me. So sometimes it's okay to stop, to take in all of that support so that we can truly be unstoppable. And for me, being unstoppable is having a positive mindset, a positive outlook in life. See the future that you want to have. You remember those lessons with the kids that we did with giving wings, and so that they can see in a vision board. I actually see my kids growing up and having kids and walking down the aisle and all of that. So that to me is having an unstoppable mindset.
Wow, Jayshree, so profound that as women in our journeys, we actually have to stop to be unstoppable. Take a break, rest, go through your healing journey and be open for that help. Something that I know so many women struggle with, embracing the help, also being vulnerable to say, raise your hand and say, I need the help. Jayshree, what is your tip for those women who struggle to embrace the help? Because it's something I've seen through our work at Giving Wings, where women just want to be superwoman. They want to take it all in. What are your tips?
You're human. Give yourself a chance to be human. And superwoman is a myth. I know this. I mean, sometimes my kids would say to me, Mom, you're a superwoman. You would drive them, you would cook for them, you would help them with homework, you'll do everything you need to. You'll be a good wife and you'll be a good mother, and then you're an executive in a corporate and you've got to deliver. So it's okay to actually be human. For those of you that are being tough on yourself, take a look at yourself, give yourself a pat on the back. Realize that you are woman, you are human. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay sometimes to be vulnerable. It's okay to have a bad day and a bad day. But just give yourself permission to be human and to get the help from people that love you. So remember, when you allow people that love you to actually give to you, then you are also opening your heart and soul to making them feel good about the roles that they play in your life.
Wow. So true, Jayshree. Jayshree, we're almost at the end of our conversation. I want to ask you about the network. One thing that's very clear for me, you have such a supportive network surrounding you, including your phenomenal husband, who you have been married to for, you say, just over 32 years.
Yeah, counting.
Oh my goodness, that is so inspiring. How is that working with your husband in business?
It's amazing. During COVID, people said to us, how do you manage being with your spouse in the house all the time? And I'm like, we didn't even notice it because we've been working together for well over a decade. It's amazing, especially if you respect your partner enough to know that they come with a different skill set, a different set of business principles. And if you embrace those principles so that it can complement what you do and not compete with what you do, the relationship just works, because I can call on Jay for strategic advice. And he's really good at certain things, and I'm good at certain things. So we use our strengths to run our business and our lives.
Using the strengths to run your business as well as your lives. Jayshree, you are also very generous in networking. I know some of the entrepreneurs I have in my circle, I've met them through you. How important is networking for women in business, or even those professional women who are watching our YouTube episode today?
Networking is critical. They often say your network is your network, but it's not just about the money side of it. It's about making connection, making friends for life, colleagues. I mean, like you said, we've known each other for years, and we're not competition. I mean, people say to me, why did you open up your networks? Why did you open up Womex to women in business that have competing products as you? You are running a program for a bank. I'm running a program for a bank. But there are hundreds of thousands more women out there that need programs. And you and I cannot deliver every single program. So when you open up your networks, you're actually opening up value to other businesses that can't get access to those individuals, those companies. And we have to be generous about opening up networks, especially women in business. We cannot see each other as competition. We have to see each other as sisters in business so that we can grow and support one another. Because there's plenty of business, there are enough opportunities for all of us, but we need to be generous with our time, our resources, our knowledge, our skills, and our networks is like gold to people that don't have it. So for anyone watching this, use this opportunity to open up your networks to other women that need it, because you will change a life. And that's what we are here to do.
Oh, oh. So true, Jayshree. I say there is an ocean of abundance. The opportunities are endless. And as you've uttered there, our network is gold, no longer competing with each other. Ladies, it is really, we are sisters in business. And Jayshree is that one sister. Please follow her work on the social media platforms. We will share her links. I love the content that she's constantly sharing on her business journey. Jayshree's Women's Month, what is your message to our women out there?
Recognize your power as a woman. Recognize your beauty as a woman. Recognize the change you make with everyone around you. And recognize that you are woman. That's my message to you.
I love it. I love it. Please complete this sentence. I am unstoppable because.
I choose to live my life to the fullest.
Oh, I love that. Jayshree, what a segment, what a segment, what an interview. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being so generous with your insights. This has been so much fun.
Oh, it's absolutely a pleasure. Always to be aware. I love it when I have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
So much energy. Thank you for the work you do, and thank you for helping us share our voices broadly as well.
Oh, Jayshree, in my eyes, you are unstoppable. The way in which you have overcome cancer, breast cancer. We appreciate your life. We appreciate the force that you are in so many women in business, including myself. I wish you long health. I wish you more phenomenal work. Let's continue flying that flag high and just living in gratitude at all times. Have a great afternoon. Cheers, Jayshree.
Keep you. Bye.
What a conversation with Jayshree Naidoo. True epitome of what it means to be unstoppable. Ladies, no matter what it is that you are facing in your life, in Jayshree's case, it has been the breast cancer diagnosis, but she's here. She's overcome the breast cancer, completed her chemotherapy treatments, and is truly moving and walking into this world with a sense of gratitude, anchored on her purpose, and also realizing the importance that at times you have to stop to be unstoppable. Let's take those learnings from Jayshree and walk boldly, walk courageously, and always remember that you are unstoppable.